Hi, my name is Ernesto, and I'm going to show you around the R4 card. So, first things first, every R4 card comes manufactured with an expiration date. So this means it expires, the software expires after a certain date. And the manufacturers do this so that you think something's wrong with it and you keep buying it over and over again. But I don't like that, so I'm letting you guys know that all you have to do is set the date back. I wrote it on each individual R4 card, set year to 2000. I'm going to show you how to do that on a DS and a 3DS. And it should be fairly similar for any 2DS or DSi. And I'm going to do all this with one hand, so bear with me. Oops. Alright. So I already set the year forward on both of these to show you the message that will pop up when it expires. There you go. And you don't have to worry if it expires while you're using it. Once you set the date back, all your progress will still be there. Everything will be just fine. And that's the error message. So I'm going to show you how to set the date back on both of these, and you'll be good to go. I'm going to show you on the DS first while this... Alright, DS first. So on the DS, all to do is go to the settings down here. Go to this one and click on the calendar. And you're just going to want to set the year to 2000. I say 2000 because that's the limit as far back as you can go. See how it goes back to 2099? Month and date don't matter. Just confirm. You want to go all the way back, quit. It's going to shut down. You start it back up. And now it's going to start up. And there you go. I'm going to continue the rest of it on this one because this one's about to die. Okay. Now to set the year back on this one, you go to the settings. Go to other settings. Go to date and time. Today's date. And here you just set the year back. And this one has a limit too. It goes back to 2050. Okay. It's just saying that any save states or anything was going to save in that year. And it doesn't matter. And just go all the way back. Just open up the game. And it's going to start right up. There you go. So for these two, you want to ignore those. They don't really do anything. Just click on the controller. Oh, I pressed A. Yeah. So it's going to start up on the game you last opened. I last opened the SNES emulator, so it's going to end up on that. But these are pretty much all the games. And the emulators. The emulators are always going to be either on the top or the bottom or both. In this case, they're in both. I don't know why, but it does that. So I'm going to show you what these icons do. The red icon basically saying that it's a DS game. The middle one is it has the DS download. Yeah, see how the screen went black? It's just a power save thing. Just sleep mode. It happens every like 7 seconds. It's pretty quick, so it might happen a lot. And the left icon is the key. It means that there's cheats for that game. So to navigate this menu to the cheats, you want to use these two buttons. When you're on a game, all you have to do is scroll through these and That's everything for that game. Don't worry too much about these two. If you just want to use cheats, you use these cheats. I already have the infinite health and max orbs activated on this one. All you have to do is turn it on, and then save it. And then when you go back to the game, the key will change color to that yellow one. Oh, it was great before. Oh, let me show you. If you have it off, it's going to turn gray. That means it's not activated. When you turn it on, all the cheats that you click on will be activated. So let's open up a game. And to open up a game, you just press A on it or click it. And every game is like an exact copy of the original, so it's going to work exactly like the original. Try to skip through this. So I want to show you the cheats that we activated. I think it was infinite orbs and invincibility or infinite life, something like that. There's a health bar. I'm not sure how to tell if we have infinite life, but they're the infinite orbs. What if I can get hit real quick or something? Nope. Okay. But yeah, the cheats are activated. And to go back, when you're on a game, to go back to the menu, just press and hold the two shoulder buttons and all four of these at the same time. You want to hold them all or press them all at the same time. And I'm holding it with one hand, so I'm going to just do it right now. And there you go. You go back to the menu. So while you're on this menu, a quick way to navigate, instead of scrolling through all the games, because it scrolls pretty slow and there's 164 games, you can zoom out using this magnifying glass and move around. It shows you what game you're on. See if I want Pokemon, and they're in alphabetical order, so LMNOP, Pokemon. Oh. White version. Oh, sorry, you have to zoom out on the magnifying glass and see how you moved all the way up to that one. Yeah, it's a faster way to navigate the games, through the games. So now I'm going to show you the emulators. Let's start with the first one, Sega Genesis. So when you open any emulator, it's going to give you a list of folders to go through. So because I opened the Sega Genesis emulator, we're going to open the Sega Genesis folder, and that's where all the games are going to be. So let's try Altered Beast. I'm going to show you how to save and load a game for each emulator. Alright, so to save, see how I'm standing over here? Or I'm laying on the ground now. You want to click on either of these two. These are just two different save slots. So I clicked on the first one. and you go to save. And it's saved. So now when I click on the same save slot and I click load, it'll take me to the same spot. So that's how you save and load for the Sega Genesis. And I'm going to show you the rest of them right now. Oh, and also, when you're on an emulator, the trick with the shoulder buttons and these four at the same time to go back to the menu, it won't work. It only works from DS games, not the emulators. So for this one, you're gonna have to either quit the game on a 3DS or turn your console on and off on a DS. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you the SNES. The SNES emulator does have some problems because the R4 card itself isn't powerful. And the SNES is the newest emulator. Like compared to the NES and Sega Genesis, they're all older consoles. So it's not gonna run as great. Some games won't actually work at all. But let's try Pilot Wings. Start. There you go. Some games will have glitches. I'm not sure if this is a glitch actually. I haven't played this game. Alright, but yeah. So to save and load on this one, you're going to see load state and save state. And to save, just press save. You want to click the slot you want to save in. The first slot. Save written. Okay. So say if I continue in this game and I want to load back, just click load state. And there's a save I did right now, and there you go, it loaded back. So that's how you save and load on the SNES emulator. Alright, so up next is the Gameboy emulator. There you go. And there's the folders. Just go to the Game Boy, and here are all the Game Boy games. Say, actually, let's try like a Pokemon again. Pokemon Crystal. Most of these will work just fine. There you go. To save, you want to click the screen. And here you'll see the same save and load like before. Save state. To navigate the slots, like to have different saves, you can scroll through these. So I'm on 0. I save on 0. Oh, sorry. And it saved on that slot. So now if I want to load it, just click on load. And it went back to it. That was a bad example. Alright, now I'm going to load it. There you go. And we'll load it back. Just make sure you remember which one you saved and loaded on. And that's pretty much it for this console. Alright, and now for the NES emulator. Just scroll to the NES. And let's try one of my favorite games. I think it's on the bottom. Oh, yep. Zelda. You want to do... Oh, this isn't the right Zelda. Whoops. I was trying to play the first one. But for this one, to save and load, you want to go to File. Here you're going to see the save slots. To change the save slots, there you go, up and down. And you want to click these buttons, save state and load state. So say I'm right here, right? I'm save there. This one doesn't really have like a way of saying that it's saved. You kind of have to test it and then load it. There you go. And that's all the emulators. So yeah, there you go.